We've talked about what to eat. Now, we need to talk about what to avoid. Because here's a painful truth. Many seniors who believe they're eating just fine are actually sabotaging their health one bite at a time. Not with fast food or soda, those are easy to identify, but with everyday items that sneak into your kitchen under the label of convenience or tradition. And unfortunately, by the time the consequences show up, in the form of high blood pressure, fatigue, digestive trouble, memory loss, or bone thinning, it's often too late to connect the dots. That's why today, we're pulling back the curtain on 5 foods that may be silently accelerating aging in people over 60, especially when eaten frequently. We're not here to scare you, we're here to protect you. Because you deserve better than unknowingly eating your way into illness. Let's begin with one of the worst offenders that still shows up in too many senior fridges: processed deli meats. Deli meats like ham, salami, bologna, and turkey slices may seem like a quick way to make lunch. But they're also loaded with sodium, nitrates, preservatives, and often sugar, all of which increase your risk of high blood pressure, stroke, kidney damage, and even certain cancers. Nitrates, in particular, are converted in the body into nitrosamines, a chemical linked to colon cancer and stomach cancer in numerous studies. Seniors are especially vulnerable because their kidneys are less efficient at flushing out excess sodium, and their blood vessels are more prone to damage. Just 2 slices of processed meat can contain half your day's salt intake. Think about that. Add cheese, bread, and a pickle, and you've already doubled it. The alternative? Choose fresh cooked chicken, boiled eggs, or mashed beans for sandwiches instead. If you must buy pre-packaged protein, look for low-sodium, nitrate-free versions and eat them sparingly. The second food on the list is deceptive because it looks healthy. It's marketed with sunshine and smiling families. But sugary breakfast cereals are one of the biggest traps for older adults trying to eat right. Even cereals labeled heart-healthy or high-fiber often contain 10 to 20 grams of sugar per serving, more than a glazed donut. That sugar causes blood sugar spikes and crashes, increases belly fat, and contributes to insulin resistance. Not to mention, these cereals are usually made from highly processed grains, stripped of most of their nutrients and fiber. For seniors, this combination is dangerous. It worsens blood sugar control, increases risk of type 2 diabetes, and speeds up cognitive decline. A better choice? Switch to plain oats, topped with fruit or cinnamon. Or try whole grain toast with almond butter, or even a hard-boiled egg with fruit. These swaps stabilize your energy and nourish your brain. The third item is something nearly every household has: white bread and white pasta. They may be comforting, familiar, and soft to chew, but they're nutritionally hollow. White bread is made by stripping away the bran and germ from wheat, removing most of the fiber, B vitamins, and healthy fats. What's left is a fast-digesting starch that turns into sugar in your bloodstream almost instantly. This raises your blood sugar, promotes fat storage, and leaves you hungry again in an hour. For seniors with diabetes or prediabetes, this is particularly harmful. But even without those conditions, eating refined grains regularly has been linked to weakened memory, lower energy, and even increased depression in older adults. The good news? Whole grain bread, brown rice, quinoa, or barley are rich in fiber, protein, and slow-burning carbohydrates that keep you full and support brain health. Even switching to whole wheat pasta can make a major difference. Number 4 on our list is another sneaky villain: flavored yogurt. Walk into any grocery store and you'll see rows of yogurts that promise low fat, fruit on the bottom, digestive health, or immune support. But most of these are loaded with added sugars, artificial flavors, and thickeners that turn a healthy snack into dessert. In fact, some popular yogurts contain more sugar than a candy bar, up to 20 grams per cup. And unlike the natural sugar in fruit, this added sugar contributes to inflammation, weight gain, and insulin resistance. For seniors trying to protect their gut health, this is a disaster. Because sugar feeds the wrong kinds of bacteria in your intestines, upsetting your microbiome and increasing your risk of infections and digestive issues. The alternative? Stick with plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Add your own fruit or a drizzle of honey if you need sweetness. You'll get all the protein, probiotics, and calcium without the sugar trap. The fifth and final food may be the most dangerous of all, not because of its ingredients, but because of how often it's used as a meal replacement. Frozen dinners and instant ramen. These ultra-processed meals are cheap, fast, and tempting, especially if you live alone or don't enjoy cooking. But behind the low price is a steep cost to your health. Most frozen meals contain over 800 milligrams of sodium, artificial preservatives, poor quality fats, and minimal fiber. Some contain ingredients you can't even pronounce. And instant ramen? It's essentially salt, white flour, and oil, with barely a gram of real nutrition. These meals raise your blood pressure, increase your risk of heart disease, and deprive you of the nutrients your body needs to stay strong. Over time, relying on them leads to muscle loss, nutrient deficiencies, and chronic fatigue. What's the better option? Cook once, eat 3 times. Make a big batch of soup, rice with vegetables, or a casserole. Then portion and freeze your own instant meals. It saves money, reduces waste, and gives you full control over what goes into your body. So, let's review. After 60, these 5 foods can quietly hurt you. Deli meats, sugary cereals, white bread and pasta, flavored yogurts, and frozen or instant meals. They're everywhere. They're convenient, but they take a toll on your heart, your brain, your bones, your mood. And the worst part is, many people eat them believing they're making decent choices. That's why this message is so important. Because once you know the truth, you can start making small, smart changes. Swap the deli meat for eggs or beans. Replace the cereal with oats. Trade the white bread for whole grain. Ditch the flavored yogurt and add berries to plain. And instead of microwave meals, make a pot of real food once a week. These aren't extreme changes. They're simple shifts, rooted in respect for your body. Because at this stage of life, every bite matters. And your health, your independence, your quality of life, they're worth protecting. In the next part, we will show you how to build a day of budget-friendly meals and explain how these small daily choices can add not just years to your life, but life to your years.